everybody, and welcome back to a new Hiking in Colorado video. This week, we went out to do the Tabeguache Peak West Ridge via Jennings Creek Trailhead. While we were there, we also decided to head on over and hit Shavano for a 2-peak day. This one was quite a trip, and I really hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Today, we are here at the Jennings Creek Trailhead for Mount Tabeguache, which is different from the old closed southwest route. So you do need a four-wheel drive vehicle to get up here. Once you get up here, you will see a sign here that says trail closed to skiers, horseback riding, and mountain biking, but it is still open to hikers. So this does not follow, like I said, it does not follow the old southwest ridge trail that has been closed, but we do start up this way. And this is a great alternative for those of you who aren't too fond of the numbers behind the standard route up Shavano and Tabeguache. So this one here actually is only 8 miles round trip to get to the summit of Tab, but we're gonna hit both of them, so we're gonna be looking around 10 miles, I believe, so bring you along. And just under 500 vertical feet in, you get to this cool little area here where you can see the old trail used to go. What's cool is, I don't know if you guys can see this, but those stakes there are all wood, so kind of gives you some insight on how long ago that this old trail used to be active. But with my buddy Joel on today's hike, and so far not your typical Sawatch trail, no switchbacks, just straight up, which honestly I kind of like. And feels good finally getting out here to attempt these peaks, because I feel like I've been saying every weekend now for the past year that I was going to be out here doing these, so nice to finally get on it. Just under 1,000 feet in about 25 minutes, you get up to the spot of the trail at the tarn, which up here is where the old trail breaks off and where we will be splitting off up towards the saddle there. Winds are definitely gusting. Noah was calling for 40-mile-per-hour gusts. It's not going to be very fun when we get up to the ridge. We are almost to our entry to make it up to the saddle. You have Carbonate right over here, and where Joel's going up, that is our path up to the ridge between Carbonate and Tabeguache. This area is going to be loose, but it's actually a pretty mellow grade to get up there. I think Well, I'll look at it once we get up there, but I think once we actually get up to the ridge proper there, I think that will have been about 2,000 feet of gain since the start, which would leave us around 2 miles of exposed ridgeline in 40-mile-per-hour gusts, which is probably not going to be the most fun. But we're gonna get up to the top of the ridge there and sit down and have a snack before we make our push for the summit. We are on the ridge, 2 miles in, 2,000 feet, and the exact same amount of distance and mileage to go. And we are right around 13,000 feet on the ridge up to Tabeguache. And as you can see in front of me, that's a lot of gain in a really short period of time. But once we get up there, I believe that's actually the point 13.9 something. So, geez, we have almost 1,000 feet to go to get to that. But once we get up there, we only have a couple hundred feet to the summit of Tabeguache. So I am very, very proud of myself to how I'm doing today. I haven't done, I mean, I tried to do San Luis the other week, but we ended up turning back. And then prior to that, the last 14er I did was Quandary with Joel. So I feel like I'm doing pretty well for not being out in a little while. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. We're here at 13,400 feet, and you can actually see the old Southwest Ridge Trail that is now decommissioned and not allowed to use that anymore. But right there is the old, and as you can tell, it's steep, just like we were expecting. But it's manageable. We got, well, you can't see up above this, but we got about another 400 feet to get to point 13.9, and then not too much further to the summit of Tabeguache. And we just dropped about 100 feet down from that high point up there. It's like 13.9 something. And you drop down to this lower trail here. And it's about another 200 feet up to the summit of that. But I believe that point is, if not just under 14,000. And then we've got another little hump to go over until we reach the summit of Tabeguache. So I think our plan is, when we get up to Tab, we're going to kind of just like rest briefly on there, run over to Shavano, or Shavano, and then come back and then relax on Tab. That way we know we can actually sit there and enjoy the summit, and when we have to leave, we know that it's all downhill from there. So just about to the summit of our first 14er for the day. We are just above 14,000 feet. I've got the summit of Tabeguache directly in front of me, which is great because we've been at it for a couple hours now. So it's a beautiful view up here, and it feels great to get back above 14,000 feet again. And you can see a ton of people on Shavano right now. And a couple people in the traverse. We're just about at the summit of Tab. So get up there and relax for a little bit and then make our push over to Shavano. And like I said, directly in front of us is the summit of Tabeguache. And there's Shavano. All right, now back behind me here was the summit of Tabeguache, which we didn't stay very long at because we want to get up and over to Shavano and get back before it gets too late in the day. So it is currently just after 10:30. So it took us a little bit longer to get up than we initially were anticipating. However, we should be able to make time up coming down Shavano. And even the gain back up to the summit of Shavano is relatively gradual. And I actually think it's closer to 800 after dropping down from Tabeguache. So it is another mile to the summit and then another mile back. Welcome to the summit of Shavano. And man, pretty tired getting up there. And this is perfect timing because my phone is about to die and I left my charger down in the car. So this works out because I'm not going to be able to take any more video after this. So thank you for tagging along on another hiking Colorado adventure.